possible.
I think they'll step over to Ismanov since he's there, right?
Mm.
I can't help but see that Calendel here is clenching his fists, keeping his muscle tone, even.
Sister Cleo. Yes, he's been doing it for the bulk of the day. He just looks down. He lost his sister.
I'm aware.
And I imagine so is he. He looks down. It's not a proper thing to do. To enact this kind of return on an elf like that. In truth, there's no guarantee what the outcome will be.
Well, he deserves a chance, doesn't he?
If Brother Ezekiel thought he did, then who am I to say otherwise?
What about the rest?
The others have made a good recovery. Once the effects of whatever mental manipulation were off. He just looks over at Vorthos. They seem to have not lost much vigor. Though the good captain. The condition is as tenuous still.
I see. You think there's anything we could do to help him?
He looks down at Ismanov, or looks down at Severus, then back to you. I think what you can do is pray that the Sangelia have mercy on us by not taking away one of their strongest soldiers.
Right. I'll remember that. Good day to you, Ismanov.
He looks up with a bright smile, who dims only... Wait, you have your mask on.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. With a bright smile. A good day to you, Cleo. May you find your rest well.
We'll see.
As you make your way up, you see, sitting back loungingly in this throne, looking at the proceedings, one hand under her chin with two fingers up on the side of her cheek, watching you make your way forward.
Captain Diana Celeste.
Oh dear. And what has brought you all the way here?
I wish to speak with you to see if I could learn your art, if you'd share.
Yes, you do. Roll an insight.
Okay. I rolled mid.
The way...
Did I use my ring last game?
I don't know, but you could use it if you wanted to.
Alright. Okay, that's insanely better.
She looks at you in an all too knowing way. That whatever hate or hurt or sorrow has befallen you has led you right to her. And she looks ready to welcome you.
I think, even though it's unnecessary, but we're in Hagelfar, and it's the city of tradition. Cleo will genuflect onto one knee and dip their head a little.
And you assume a posture of humility. Oh, dear sweet daughter, what can I bestow unto you?
I want to master synchromancy, of course. Well, master in time, but learn your art for now. Become your newest and most ardent disciple.
You hear her just say, "Oh, dear sweet daughter, my arms are always open to those who need them." As she does, you hear the opening of the gates behind you.
He'll stand up again. I'm thankful.
As you do, you hear footsteps approaching from the rear. Making their way up is Dayron and Malachi.
I'll turn to face him and step to the side.
You see him stand up tall and look at her as she sits in her misbegotten throne. "Captain, I have come to resign from under your..." You see him pause, thinking of the correct word to say. "Authority." All things must pass eventually. She looks over to Malachi and to you. "I don't think there's anything else that you can teach me." She gets a slight smirk. "Then I guess there's not." You two have been wonderful to teach, train, and mentor. As her face returns to stone, "But not everyone can be successes." She takes a long second before saying, I guess we'll have to try again to create a perfect Blood Knight. Before taking a look over to you, Cleo, but there are oh so many willing to try their hand at greatness, where the meek falter. As you say. He begins to take his leave, leaving the same way he came, no salute, no fanfare, just leaving. As you see them leave, you hear the captain simply say, "Dear sweet daughter, if you have any last words for them, it's best to say 'em so you live not with regret."
I think I have no more words for them.
As you say that, she just looks at you for a second. If you believe so. No, give me my scorpion. Stop doing that.
No, it's my scorpion.
At about this time, y'all would arrive back. Oh, yes, I love doing that.
Catching it just as it is.
It's my favorite thing, guys. It's my absolute favorite thing.
I fully understand.
By the way, how does Gendry look? Because I noticed he showed up too. I know he's probably hard to read, but am I able to read how he's reacting or processing the proceedings?
Yeah, roll it. Roll me that insight.
Oh, that's good. That's a 30.
A 30? Boy, this situation has misery and heartache written all over it. And there is just a lot to enjoy for someone such as him.
I think they'll give him a look, but not say anything. And shift their head back to the front.
No, hold on. We ain't happy just yet.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Close. There we go. Sorry, I'm just a little bit slower than you, Crash. So y'all make your way back. Let me move out all the extra GM pieces I have here. Nope. There we go.
Hello, Lieutenant Clint Sable.
So underneath the visor, Quinn realizes I'm in danger right now.
As you walk, I imagine he's got a hand on your shoulder.
Let us see them inside.
Oh God, it's that one. It's that one episode of South Park.
Which one?
That's very specific.
I'm
I'm
sure
sure
they
it's
keep
like
meeting each other in the bathroom.
Oh, which episode? What was that based out of? I don't remember. I remember seeing this scene.
Yeah, it's the one about his grandma, where his grandma's bullying him.
Oh yeah.
And then at the end, it's like Jesus meeting him in the bathroom.
Hey guys, how's it going? Erica's at it.
As you make your way up, you see Erica walking by. Oh, y'all are back already.
I never left.
Really? Huh,
Try.
how interesting. She looks over at you. You must be really bad at finding things then, Rohan of Shamash.
How do you mean?
Well, 'cause you're
he-
looking forever.
He grabs Clint by the back of his shirt and lifts him a few inches off the ground and gives him a small shake. He's right here. I found him. He lets you go.
Quintus like a cat that just gotten picked up.
Let me go.
Just immediately goes limp.
I found him just fine.
It didn't seem like it. Your voice was getting all shaky, and I thought you were on the verge of tears when you left.
I managed to keep them in. It's not wise for a Shamashian to waste water.
She giggles. Not bad. Not bad at all.
I'm at to talk to you about Shamash. I have my own interest with the place.
Oh, I bet you do.
Shut up.
Yeah, this is great commentary.
One thing at a time. But I can talk your ear off about my whole land.
Just don't hit me too hard.
No comment.
I need mage armor. Even though it wouldn't apply to me because I'm wearing armor, I think it'd just be a security blanket. It's like they go ahead of us. Kind of like sort of not whispering, but like quietly speaking to Ron. I did check him. No fiendish influence. No special
fiendish
influence from the light.
Okay.
Nothing. So, whatever he was planning on doing, he hasn't done it yet. Whatever it was.
No influence, but the temptation is there.
Exactly. Look over at Briggy.
Go ahead.
I know you mean well for Doran, but trust me when I say we don't want someone of his intellect and capability falling to darkness. Tap side of temple? Trust me.
And he
Trust
won't.
me.
Trust me.
There's only one person in our class that should fall to darkness to see the revival of the world, Briggy. Call me selfish.
Well, it's a good thing that's not going to happen.
We'll stop at this time. But Doran's... to call him smart is an understatement. If he wants to get away from us, if he wants to be alone to do whatever ritual he's trying to do, the moment he starts wanting to do it himself is when we're gonna be put through the ringer. So let's keep him in the light. Okay?
As you hear her say, trust me, no one wants him protected more than me. She rounds the corner to see Dayron and Antoneus, not squared off, but set square to each other having a conversation. Did we walk in on something? Just saying goodbyes.
You leaving?
He looks over to you. Yes, I think that's what's best right now.
After getting our guts kicked in at the God's Eye? You sure about that?
You've always been straightforward with me, so I will do the same to you. I cannot and will not work with her, but I also would not deprive the Watch of such a valuable asset.
That's fair.
But there are other tasks that need to be done. Things that must be accomplished. I can do those things.
And maybe I'll have a one-way connection to you. Well, two-way. What's your first stop?
We had a great watchman that lost himself at the God's Eye.
So we did.
I'm going to either recover him or let him find rest.
You going alone?
He looks over to Antoneus. No, not alone.
Thanks for a moment.
Comrades, the best of luck. I will pray for you.
It is appreciated. And after I am done finding Carl, I will find Jericho.
Check in with us before you do that. We have our own ideas of where he's going. He might already be there by the time you finish. And besides, he's got a lineup of people that want to go punch him once we recover him. They'll want to be there for it. 2 things. Call it Lieutenant Orders. Try to find Savage. Talk to her. She was a sole survivor of that team. She saw what Carl turned into. She'll probably have some good insights to give you. Point number 2. Figure out a strategy. A specialized strategy. Across 100 fights, Carl won 90 of them. The 10 he loses are the ones where he's fighting people who are on their killing field. People like Alistair, Severus, Solstice. They're all specialists. Even in his darkened form, I'm sure Carl is a jack of all trades. But when he faces off against the Masters, he'll lose. You guys gotta take him down the same way.
Then we'll find a highly specialized strategy. I appreciate the insight.
Just looking out. Try not to get yourselves killed, huh? We've had enough bloodshed recently.
He just looks at you, sort of smirks. Been trying to do that for years. It doesn't take.
Touche.
And what about you?
Work never ends, he says, looking over at his shoulder at Rohan. Try to convince the last of our White Watch members. Oh, he does like the fist, like hitting like the palm, like, I figured something out. Oh, don't suppose either of you have seen a little creature on the God's Eye? Picked it up. About this big, all floofy. The White Watch member in there refused to work with us until he is assured and promised and shown his little friend is alright.
Is he White Watch? I thought he was just from Eastwatch.
Isn't he?
I thought he was just a trader from Eastwatch. Is he not?
Who knows? I don't really.
Well,
No one
Rohan
that you
knows.
know knows him. Roll a history, actually. You might.
Oh, is he my senior?
Yeah, I don't know. Roll the history first.
Okay, fine. Goddamn. Jeez, dude.
He had a gap year. Who knows? Who knows?
Eastwatch doesn't claim him.
Eastwatch does not claim him.
I
He
do not
has
know
the
that.
background, but will not give him the title of bro.
He does seem rather anti-bro, so that tracks. So yeah,
No, he's probably from Eastwatch though, but definitely from an older class than you, because you probably know everyone that's younger than you.
tracks.
Not even a perfect Maddie.
Not a bro, not a bruh. Just a booth. So it's around this big. Keeps itself dry. Scan between the two of them, like, either of you seeing this thing? Please, a miracle happen, and someone just happens to have this fucking thing in its pocket.
I am not aware of it, nor have I heard of such a creature. But if someone would know of such a creature, Yindri.
Of course. I wish I'd check in with him. Thanks for the direction. Look over at Thatcher as he's coming on up. Yo!
What's going on?
Everyone's saying his goodbyes. You
Yes.
start a movement of quitting the Bloodcloaks.
He looks over. Are you kidding me? Now, of all times? After everything?
Pot calling the kettle black on that one, eh?
Somewhat fair, but I'm still staying because we got an apocalypse to end.
Just gesture at Darren like you can defend yourself. I'm not gonna do it for you.
He looks over towards him. I won't be working with you properly, but I will be working to the same end. And should the need arise, call and I will be there. But after everything, I cannot forgive. He just looks at him for a long second. But what about us then? You will be fine. You were always strong enough on your own, you just didn't see it. You know, we could all go. Daron shakes his hand. That wouldn't be wise either. The Watch is going to need people like you. Like all of you. Just some of us are outcast and loners, with chips on our shoulders.
I think the Blackwatch is made entirely of people that have chips on their shoulders.
Then perhaps whenever mine finally falls off into the grave it deserves, I'll be back.
I'll go talk to Captain Maven. But whoever you think you need that's here, grab him. Getting Carl back or give him his proper end. That's a worthy cause.
He nods. Carl, then Gregor or Jericho, whichever comes next.
Like I said, no more bloodshed. No more losing people. Getting tired of it.
As you hear Malachi walk out behind you, I think that's it then.
Ron just tracks his movements.
Quinn does the same. But he
As-
thinks back to Maven's conversation with him, like, you determine what needs to be done with him. Just echoes in his mind.
As he walks out, you stare at him. Oh, let's see, do we need an insight? Do we need an insight? Or
Nah.
is it obvious?
It's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
He looks back at you. Do you have something to say?
That you're a coward. A treasoner.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. Did you even wash my kin's blade off your back before you sheathed it?
You'll note that Daron's still here. I know you guys think you're hot shit, but I assure you Leona Van Damion has earned her title as Maven's prodigy. And unless I got struck blind, deaf, and dumb during that fight, I didn't see anyone on that field that was ready to take on a freaking angel.
He looks over at you. You're certainly not deaf. We can say that at least. Because you very much enjoy the sound of your own voice. You don't know what we're capable of. You may have gained some advantages when we were in our exhibition, but only because our hands were so tied.
You done? You like hearing the sound of your own voice too?
You hear Daron bust out laughing. He does. He really does.
You better give your thanks to Victor. It was Victor and Thatcher we sent, right? Our assassin duo?
Correct.
You better give your thanks to Victor and Thatcher over there. That no one lost their lives because of your cowardice.
He looks at you, stands tall with his slender flame. Like your brother Jericho lost his life for your arrogance.
I tried again to go. And he's not dead. We'll get him back. Trust me, I tried again to go. Used a lot of spells. Not that you're familiar with the concept. Using spells to help others.